Yeah, it's the right one. I think they're just going to get boring.
Yeah, it's like...
look like it can get boring so quickly.
It was like most online shooting games. They eventually will get boring after a while.
They're all the same, really.
Yeah, just play it over and over again. That's why I mean, we keep moving on to different games, because we can never determine how long it is, because we eventually get bored of it. Well, anyway, the next one we have is Agatha Christie Mysteries, and you probably might know this because Agatha Christie's always been on TV. It's that
mystery show.
Yeah, it's the old lady detective who we'll probably get to take control of her and work out mysteries and stuff like that. Which should
pretty puzzle solving.
Yeah, probably just be another bad thing like crime scene investigation.
Boring, boring. And then we have Carrier Strike Force, which I think is a aeroplane fighting game.
Because there's carriers, isn't it? Well, it's not what it means. If any of you like blasting the crap out of other planes, you're fine. Oh, that's great. That was a good game then, probably. Anyway, also there's a game called Off-Road. I'm not sure what it is.
It's like a stunt racing game, like
then it's probably like an off-road game.
Burnout sort of thing.
Oh right.
And I think it's got trucks. I think something like trucks, like Excite.
In other words, probably got to smash each other out of the way just to get to the first place.
Yeah, basically enough.
Yeah. Oh.
And then we have the
PS3
releases for PS3, which again is Sega Superstar Tennis.
Yeah, as you already know, we just talked about. Next one is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2, which if any of you have ever played the Vegas #1 games, there's a second one coming out, which must mean it must be the same as it, but got other stuff involved in it. But so we've played.
It's like a sniper shooting game.
Well, we played. If any of you have played Tom Clancy games before, you'll know it's like the same as them. Like, if you played on like N64 or the GameCube or something like that, you'll know what it is.
And then we have that was it for PS3. And then we have the PSP releases, which the first one up is Spin Out.
It probably sounds more like a maze game.
Nice. I think. What is it?
Well, no, it's the same. Spin Out sounds more like it, but I don't think it is.
I think it's another racing game, which is similar to the Off-Road one, which is also on there as well.
Yeah.
Off-Road.
Yeah, and the other one we have for PSP is a game called The King of Clubs,
which I'm guessing is a card game.
Yeah. So if any of you like card players out there who might be interested in the game, you can get that if you want to.
Well, it's better to get 42 all-time classics. That's better.
Yeah. But if any of you don't have a Nintendo DS, it would be better to get that on the PSP.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going on to the Wii now.
When you're in my game, it's important to keep yourself on your toes. When I bathe, it's in a pool of sharks. When I sleep, it's on a bed of roses with the thorns still on. I have 5 toothbrushes. 4 of them are laced with cyanide. Because I know that if I take my eyes off the ball for a second, someone's gonna steal it. Well, thank you very much.
And on the Wii, there's Crime Scene Investigation, which I kind of said about earlier, but which is just as bad, probably just as bad as Agatha Christie. Because all you got to do on Crime Scene Investigation is go around in solving crimes, and if you wanted to do such things like that, you could just play Flash online games free, which basically other people would have already created. So there's no point in getting.
There's no point in playing the game. It's better to just watch the program, personally.
Yeah, but why would they do it? It's like you could easily just play it online for free, let alone do anything else. Anyway, the next
and also Sega Superstar Tennis again, which is like a multi-console game.
And on the Xbox 360, we have the Sega Superstar Tennis again, and we also have Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas again, which you already know about, which we just kind of said.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Smash updates of the week.
Yep.
Smash updates of the week. First up, we have a thing called Boss Strategies. Now, this is like, it's not all the bosses, it doesn't show all the bosses, but it just shows you sort of tips to beat the boss, basically. You have Rayquaza, which is, I think is a Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon Rayquaza, the legendary dragon type thing.
Yeah. You have a person called Porky, which I think was from
just a
Mother.
Name. Just a name will probably make you laugh.
It's from Mother series.
Yeah, name Porky will make you laugh.
There was... what else was there? Meta Ridley, which is from Metroid.
You're more of a specified person in that area, so they don't really play much flying games.
Yeah, I play that a lot.
Yeah.
And there was these other ones as well, but I've forgotten the names of them. That one of them's a mate mixed up of loads of Mr. Karen watches, but I've forgotten his name.
Yeah. Well,
There's another one.
also the next one we have on the Smash 8 update thing is that Ganondorf's going to be on the game. And if any of you's played it with the Super Smash Brothers Melee game, you'll see that the Ganondorf's changed quite a bit. By that, he's got new moves and all that lot. Dan, do you want to say?
Well,
one
of his new moves is on his side B special move, which used to be his like that sort of move, like Captain Falcon.
Hasn't he also got that when they had when he grabbed that big smash thing, he turned into something big, gigantic dog thing type person?
Yeah, Ganon turned into Ganon with his Triforce of Power.
Yeah, that looks. It may look. Some people probably find it rubbish, but it looks quite good.
It's quite powerful. Basically, what it does, it just transforms into just as a big charge.
Yeah. What looks good is that if you see the size of him compared to someone like Captain Falcon, he's really big. Makes you think like the characters are really tiny.
And also, the side B special move is called Flame Choke. And it basically what he does, he grabs hold of them, like flames them a little bit, and then just whams them down.
Oh, that's more like it's like a grab type thing. That sounds more like Samus when you use that electric chain thing.
Grapple pin.
Yeah.
And I think, and also the up and B move, which is his recovery move. I've forgotten what it's called now. That's slightly different as well because it pushes the people away.
Yeah.
If you get in his grasp.
Yeah.
And then you have Pokemon Encyclopedia, which is like practically all the Pokemon that are on it in the Pokeballs. You can just read it. Basically, there's loads. There's quite a few there. You can just read it on the site which ones there are. Basically.
Yeah, it's more like they just tell you what it is exactly, and you just know what it is.
Yeah, and what move it's doing.
Right. Do you want to say next one?
Yeah, and next up is a Smash Taunt. Now this only affects Snake and the Star Fox team characters, that is. And what you have to do, you basically have to do with your Snake. You have to go to his place, which I think what's it called? I've forgotten the name of it now.
But you have to call the person.
And you have to do his down taunt very quickly, and then it triggers off like a conversation
with the
thing.
general, innit?
Like there's a Oticon, I think his name is, which is like a computer kind of guy. This general guy and it's Corporal Tao, which is like this girl, and they just tell about what each character is basically. And that's similar to Star Fox. Basically, just tells about what's happening on the stage, and you have to do that in the Star Fox ship stage, basically.
Yeah. Well, the next one we got is the subspace emissary, the Great Maze. Now, I did know what this was, but now I have technically forgot it, which means Dan, you'll have to explain it. And I don't.
Right.
I know we mean like it's the final stage where you versus the bosses where it equals, but I can't remember what exactly it's all to do with.
It's basically like a giant gauntlet stage where you have to face all the bosses again, and it's got different points on it where you can save your game through these doors.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it's the stage that I'm thinking of where you have to save everyone, like, and they're in trophy form.
Yeah.
And you have to pick up all the trophies to save them. I'm not sure if it's that. But there's a screenshot on there, 2 of them I think it was, and the map sort of looked like the old Metroid maps, I'm not sure.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, the last one is Peach's, so basically like Peach's special moves.
Yeah, and you got basically showing the differences, like the Toad one, which was the standard special move.
Sorry about that.
You're at technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Right, sorry about that. Technical difficulties, because I had the face tracking thing.
Yeah, somehow it tracked my face.
It just went towards his
Since
face.
I'm closer to it. Now we might actually cut the bit out or make it a little bit shorter so that you can't really just laugh at me. Anyway, carrying back onto it.
Yeah, the Toad thing's different because usually it's just a counter attack. This time, if you get near to it, it's got like this poison-looking stuff. I think it is, which you can get hit by if you're nearby it, and also just tells about Peach is the only one that can